Hi, my name is Larry Stimson. I've been a Flash enthusiast since version 4 was released in 1999. And since then, I've had a lot of fun with Flash, and I made some money with it too. I also taught a course in ActionScript programming at the local community college. If there's one class that I found most helpful in my more complex ActionScript projects, it's the array class. Arrays themselves are not that complex. An array is a list, like your shopping list, your phone list, or a list of your favorite music. What's so special about this kind of list is that it is indexed, and it is this feature that makes the myriad of array methods possible. In this 16-part video series, we'll take a look at all of these methods and have some fun along the way. We'll use arrays to make a role-playing game. So if you're ready to become an ActionScript wizard, let's get started.
In ActionScript, there are three types of arrays: the indexed array, the multi-dimensional array, and the associative array. In this series of videos, I'll focus on the indexed array. As I mentioned before, arrays are lists, and the items in this list are called elements. Each element contains an index and a value. Index arrays are zero-based, that is, the index for the first item is 0. If I were to create an array whose elements were wizard, knight, and elf, the index value of the wizard would be 0, the knight would be 1, and the elf would be 2. There are 3 items in this list, so the length of this array is 3. It's important not to confuse the index value of the last item, which is 2, with the array length, which is 3. Like other objects in ActionScript 3, the constructor method is used to create an array object. In this example, I'll show you how to use the constructor method to create a new array. The constructor method looks like this. First, I'm going to declare the name of the variable, which is heroes. I'm going to tell ActionScript what type. In this case, I want it to be the array type. Then I'm going to tell ActionScript to create a new instance, that is, make a copy of the array object. If I were to test the movie in the Flash player, I would create an array called heroes. However, it would be an empty array because it has no length and it has no elements. The constructor method can also be used to dimension an array, that is, add length to an array. In this example, I'll show you how to dimension an array using the constructor method. The constructor method looks like this. Here I have set the array's length to 4. If I were to test the movie, I would create an array that has length but no elements. The constructor method can also be used to initialize an array, that is, include the initial elements when the array is created. In this example, I'll show you how to initialize an array using the constructor method. This time the constructor method looks like this. In this example, I've set the initial elements to wizard, knight, elf, and dwarf. The quotation marks around each element tell ActionScript that these are string elements. Notice that each element is separated by a comma, and there's no comma after the last element. Literal syntax is another method that can be used to include the initial elements when an array is created. In this example, I'll show you how to create an array using the literal syntax method. The literal syntax method looks like this. Notice that I did not use the term equals new array. The square brackets tell ActionScript to create a new object and fill it with these elements. In this case, instancing is implied and does not have to be explicit. I'll add a trace statement and test the movie in the Flash player. And there's the contents of my array. I now have an array that has both length and elements. In my next video, I will show you how to use string methods so you can view the contents of an array in your Flash movie. To learn more, visit my website at larrystimson.com.